Hey guys, it's Dino Nuggets and JC or JB and JC. Sorry we haven't posted in a while, guys. A lot of this stuff, the investigative part, as he'll explain, goes off on, off camera.
Yep.
And it's pretty boring. So, thank you all for watching. This is going to be an exciting one. Going to answer a lot of questions, both for myself and, you viewers. And I'm going to let him go. So again, I'm Dino Nuggets or JB, and this is JC, my paranormal investigator. And if you're not caught up, watch my videos.
Yep. So guys, welcome back. Thanks for watching. As I promised you guys, and as I obviously promised JB here, I told him that I was going to come through here and, just turn this place upside down. And it's taken a little bit, but what I've stumbled across was literally, I was taken back. I mean, honestly, really taken back. And now a lot of these things are starting to make sense. It's really starting to make sense. As you guys know, and what I'm about to show you, here again, this may be disturbing for some viewers, so, please continue watching at your own caution.
It's nuts, guys. If you're sensitive and you're religious, this may be disturbing.
Bother you. Yep.
So I'll do the disclaimer now. If you're squeamish or know anything about religion, this may disturb you.
Yep. Yes. So that being said, the faith that part of my family practices and part of JB's family's practices is obviously Jewish. Here recently, as I was going through some of the family boxes of some of the heirlooms and stuff that the JB has kept with him, especially here after his grandma passed away. His grandma passed away here seven years ago. Went through a box of some of the stuff that that he had kept that was hers, and we stumbled across one item in particular. There's two to show you guys, but one in particular that I think is going to be the key to fixing this.
And keep in mind, guys, this is my family stuff. This is not just from grandma. This is from like great-grandma, great-great-grandma, and it's all provable.
Yep.
So
70 to 80 years potentially older.
100.
Now, to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on trying to get people in here to help us, okay? We have talked to and investigated two different priests, one non-denominational and then one commercial, and here's the thing that has happened to us is they point blank have not wanted to come in here. A, they didn't want to be on film, and B, we literally got them to the door, talked to them a little bit, and they just flat out.
The first guy didn't want me anywhere near him.
No.
He said that I needed Jesus and that he would pray for me and that this was above his head, and he didn't even come inside.
No.
He wouldn't come in.
That was
they
pretty disheartening.
Absolutely don't want to be on film, and I got threatened with a lawsuit if I put them on.
Yep. That was the next thing, the next hurdle that we had to try to jump through is them not wanting to be on camera. And I mean, if we're going to legitimately show you guys what's going on, I mean, there's going to be some times where they have to be. So, now, as you guys know, here again, if you do practice a particular faith, there's an item, what, folks call, a Dybbuk box.
Now, for us Jews, anyway, it's
right.
It's not what you've seen on the movies. Like we grew up with this. This is very real.
No.
These are childhood stories that have been passed down from generation to generation.
Big time.
This isn't something that you see in a Hollywood video, even though they have depicted it.
They have, and that's what's kind of set, I think, kind of the bad example. There's so much of that out there that It's caked in candle wax. It's just they throw, there's the witches that make these things and whatnot,
Right.
and a lot of it is bull.
For you
Point
real
blank,
Jewish
bull.
people out there, you know a Dybbuk box doesn't
Yep.
have wax on it. It's bullshit.
So
Some of them may be passed down and regenerated,
Right.
but not from the old school days.
and
They wouldn't put wax on anything. Maybe seal the inside where you can't
Yep.
see.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
it's like a
right.
seal. It's not something that they just say, "Oh, fuck it," and we just cover the whole damn thing.
No.
That's not.
No.
If you got a real blessed Dybbuk box, it comes with documentation.
Yes, it does.
And
Yes, it does.
never have I heard about one, per my rabbi, that these things get coated in wax. They get sealed on the inside. It's usually really discreet, and it has to come with documentation. It has
Correct.
to.
Correct.
Or otherwise, it's just somebody saying, "I bought this box at a yard sale and it gave me willies." Like, if you're a real Jew practicing, my family's Hasidic, so they're very Jewish. Doesn't get much Jewish in that. They live in an Hasidic community, which is just people like them.
Yep.
They're very particular.
Yep.
And I've consulted with my family about this, and I may lose some respect from some of them for even bringing this out, but I've gotten so much attention. I figured that we would give an explanation.
That, and two, I mean, if we're gonna ever solve the problem here, I mean, we gotta
Which that's the
find what
intent.
it is exactly. So here
That's my great grandma's, man.
it is. With JB's consent, we will show some of the stuff that's in here.
Some of the stuff I don't want to get censored, guys. I've been getting a lot of videos censored lately, and just again, viewer discretion is advised if you know about religious stuff.
Yep.
Especially if you know about Dybbuk boxes or the Jewish faith, or just we're gonna go ahead and do this.
Yep. All right, Jay. So I'll open the thing.
Show
up.
it a little bit further.
Yep.
I mean, this is old as shit, man. It's hand carved, dusty as shit.
This isn't something that
I've had it forever. My grandma had it forever. Her mom had it forever. My family fled to Spain to get away from Hitler and being gassed. His family did the same. Not all of them. Not all of us landed in America.
No.
We had to migrate from Spain and other countries because we were fleeing persecution. As watch Schindler's List. Watch anything. Just read a fucking book and you'll know what the Holocaust was. It was very real.
Absolutely.
And this is from that time.
Yep.
Like, this made it.
Yep.
And it has a lot of meaning to my family.
So inside, I'll give you guys a peek into it. That's what it looks like.
We have removed some items so we don't
Correct.
get blocked,
Yep.
shadow banned, whatever.
Right
Apparently my
here.
content's disturbing to some people.
Jay, explain to the viewers this right here. When we found this, and potentially who you think that might be. We're trying to figure it out, but who do you think it possibly was?
So this is a tin type photo. It's made of tin. So way back, they didn't have paper photos. It was made of tin. I'm really not sure who this is, but it's somebody significant.
Mm-hmm.
If my family's held this box that long.
Yep.
When my grandma passed, I took a bunch of stuff from her storage just to remember her by. And this was one of them, not knowing, and it came like an envelope. And when we opened it, this tin photo was in here, and I'm still looking for who this could be in my family, but a lot of my family doesn't like to talk about that stuff because they know what I'm doing on social media and they don't approve of it. So this is a tin photo. This was in here.
Item number 2 that we're going to show you guys is a really, really old calendar. Date on it.
1938.
Yep, 1938. Now
The only thing in there, one piece of paper.
It's May, June. It's May through.
With a little bit of chunks that go behind it. Like
Yeah, I don't want to
one piece,
too much.
like a little booklet.
So it's got May through December. So the first 4 months
From
of this thing was
1938.
used. Yep.
Get it up. Here we go.
Here you go. You got a longer reach than I do. There you go.
1938. Looks like what I was told is it's some type of gas station or something. This was something that they commonly put in like little metal stands that would come from like a gas station or a electric shop or something. This is something that they gave out. So not sure what that is. It's a little booklet, one sheet of paper, but there's multiple, and it's from 1938. Now the items that I removed out, there was a tooth with the root and a lock of hair.
Yep.
A real human tooth. This wasn't something that was ivory or carved out. It was a real human tooth.
Yep.
Decayed at the bottom and a lock of human hair. And it was tied in like a little white string.
It looked almost like, honestly, looked like something that may have been clipped off of an infant or maybe for a baby book. It was real thin, like
Thin,
yep.
soft,
Yep.
and a handkerchief. That was the weird part. It had an odor to it. It looked like it'd never been used. It's obviously been aged over the years, but in pretty good condition. And that was it. And a letter.
Yep.
Explain what the letter said.
So, whenever you got when you're dealing with a box that has been blessed legitimately, it has to be blessed by a rabbi. So, this documentation has been floating around with this box for, I mean, it says 1938 on the calendar. Who knows how long? I mean, but it's
a couple generations.
Yeah.
At least two,
Yeah.
maybe three.
probably three. Honestly, probably three.
Your uncle's been in our family forever.
A long time. So all this stuff has been kept together. You know, we opened it up. We wanted to see what was inside of it. I mean, to be frank with you guys, at this point now, I mean, we were already dealing with stuff as is, so this could potentially, we're trying to just look for evidence on maybe who, what, why, why this is going on with him, and to piggyback off of a little bit of history and information, I know you guys have been asking about who built the house, who lived here before, was there any type of crime committed here, et cetera, et cetera. And the only thing that we can find that may add some...
It's not even relevant, really. It's just coincidence.
Right. Yeah. There's a place down the road from JB's house.
A quarter mile, if that.
Yeah, God, maybe not even less
Not
than that.
even
Super
that.
close to here.
I'm in the pasture.
Yeah. It's a place where there was an Indian massacre back in, I want to say, the 1870s, 1880s, Civil War-ish era. And the place is called Third Bridge. You guys, if you want to, it's super, I mean...
It's very popular
renowned,
paranormal hotspot
Yep.
in Colorado.
And what they, here again...
Literally is right down the road.
Yep. Scary place.
But this has happened for 7 years. As my videos show, it's not the same house.
No.
So
No.
that's a coincidence. It's creepy. We went down there. We've both experienced stuff.
Yep.
Could hear the drums. That was nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
that was cool. That was pretty cool, actually. That was cool. If you guys ever want to go to a place,
it didn't scare the shit out of me. I'll tell you that. It was just like, wow. I wish it was just this mild.
Right,
Like, what the fuck?
I know.
All right, I'm done.
No. So here is this, guys. Here was item number one. I got on him a little bit when I stumbled across this, knowing you know, the faith that some of my family practices and that his family practices.
Definitely practices.
And, you know, trying to pinpoint what could potentially
We're not
be
practicing,
going on.
Jews. We perfected it.
But having this thing here, man,
It's from my great grandma. It's been passed down. Like, what am I going to do? Throw it away?
No,
like,
not at all.
That.
And I honestly...
And I opened it, guys. There's little pieces of wax that will hold the box shut. Mm-hmm. You don't cover the whole thing.
No.
Any Jewish guy that knows about a Dybbuk box, which is pretty much everybody, will tell you, we've never heard of one that's completely covered in wax. No. Very rare, if any.
That is correct.
Don't buy into that shit and don't buy it.
No.
If it's not documented by a rabbi,
they're fake.
They're fake.
Yep. You know, and that I look at it like a victory. We have found something that we can legitimately work with and work off of. So,
and our faith will come here now, knowing the history and seeing the document. Yep. So we will get a rabbi here to actually help.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and if this is it, there's a few things that we found that come from that same grandma that has been passed down. Like, we can't explain. Like, well, show them what happens to your little tool.
Yep. Be right back, guys. Watch out, Abu. Abu has been staying up underneath us ever since
the dog doesn't leave our side.
Come on, buddy. I gotta move my foot here.
Everyone's scared all the time. And again, guys, while he's grabbing that, I'm sorry for the shoddy ass video. This is raw and live, and I appreciate all the comments and the advice. And I sometimes don't know what to say. I'm a hard case. Like,
all right, guys, here we go. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this.
Now go up.
Nothing.
By the light.
By the light. Down here. Crazy.
If you guys know anything about investigations, I'm still like, I've tried everything to alter that thing, and I can't.
Yeah, this thing, there's no, it's not that picture either. It's not. There's not going to be. Pull that picture out for a sec, Jay.
That's the letter. Let's go.
It's not that. See, but we get down. And now look at that. This box is made out of wood, guys.
It's hand carved. It's stitched on the inside with the felt or whatever that is.
Yep. Yeah, like a fine type felt. Yep.
I thought it was full of diamonds. We're Jewish, so I opened it up, like thinking, "Fuck yeah, I scored!" But that's not what happened at all.
That would have been cool.
I should have read the note. God damn it. This is like what we learned to, like, not go to sleep at night, you know? Grandma was being a dick and was like, oh, we got Dybbuk boxes. Right. And they're full of demons and they're going to come get you. I wish I would have remembered that story and read the fucking document with it. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what, though? In all honesty, here the last couple of weeks have been, you know, you guys have barely met me. I mean, I don't do any kind of social media platform or anything. I do this to help people, and I'm not a real big-time person. I'm not. And this has been the scariest situation that I've ever been a part of. And you talk about taking a mental toll on you after a while. It does,
Can you prepare yourself for here?
No. I came in here.
Out of all your investigations, and your uncle said you got a shitload, and you help out a lot of our brethren in the Jewish faith. Have you ever experienced anything like this?
No, that there has never been a situation where I get, like, you know, that feeling when if you guys have ever played organized football and you're walking through the tunnel before the game, kind of butterflies, like that's what it's like coming in here. And then when you go downstairs, it's mentally taxing, man. It is.
You enter a different
me and him
realm of.
We both ended up getting sick here the other day, which
I got sick.
That was
sick.
odd. I mean, like physically debilitating.
I'm going to close this, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
And get it the fuck out of my way.
We'll throw that over there. Now, the other item that was coupled with this, it was in the same box. There's
I got it when I inherited stuff.
This one,
I got a whole half truck full.
This one will creep you guys out, man. This bothered me. This is I believe it's made out of porcelain. It's a gesture doll. I don't know. So we're gonna take this to a collector. I do have a family member that is more of an expert on antiquities and whatnot. So we're gonna try to figure out circa what time frame this thing is. It may have been thrown in a box towards
it's old as shit.
But
if it came from grandma, it's old.
This
is not
creepy.
This is old. It's been around the block for sure.
We couldn't find any markings on it or anything, so we're going to have to take it to somebody that may know a little bit more about, especially if you guys know about dolls and stuff, comment below, man. I mean, we'd like to hear, honestly, the feedback would be cool.
The feedback would be good, but wait till you see what his little tool does.
This thing, this is why.
It's bad.
Yep, this is why I pulled this out, because it didn't make any sense, and it just... when you look at this thing and when it's looking at you,
I don't want to be here.
Yeah, it's just weird, dude. You don't have to hold it. I'll leave it here. Hang on one second. Grab that thing again.
This is...
Here we go, guys. Look at that. Unbelievable, man.
Show up above again.
We come up.
They can't see that.
Oh, sorry. Nothing? Look at this.
And it's every time. It does not stop. And since we brought it upstairs...
Unbelievable.
I don't sleep here much. I did a live from here last night on TikTok.
Unbelievable.
And thank you guys for the outstretching support, but I left right after that. I got the fuck out of here.
So, this is the mystery item.
You get that away.
Let's move this out of the way. I
didn't know it was in the box, or I would have left it in the storage unit for my sister, hopefully. She's mean.
So,
with all her apartment complexes and smug attitude.
No. There you guys have it. I mean, there's a breakdown of what I've discovered, what we've discovered. I'm not taking
you did.
Yeah, I'm not taking the credit for this. Me and you dug through this stuff.
It's hard to go through your family stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's never.
Like I said, when you go through a divorce and you have to look into boxes, it's like,
it can bring.
You know what I mean? It brings back bad juju.
Yeah.
And when he started running his little tool over it, and the box flipped him out. I'm sorry, guys. When you have stuff like that in your possession, it's not something you talk about normally. But if you want the real story, this has been with me since my grandma died 7 years ago. It's legit.
About stuff like this.
There's a paper in here that, from 1947, documented by a real rabbi that you can research. That's not a joke.
No.
And there's no wax covering it. There never is, that I've heard of anyway. And I've asked all my family, and they're like, no, man. If you got hair in it and a weird photo and some other crazy shit, and that's what it had into it. Like I said, I took this because I thought it was full of diamonds, because I knew that it was old and it was sealed. And that's not what happened. What a bad surprise. Are we saying that this is what the haunting is? No. But according to tools and all the investigative materials, which is up to you guys, an EMF detector, it's hard.
It's a legit K2 one.
It literally,
American made. It's real.
I've tried everything to prove him wrong, and guys, I can't get that fucking light to come on.
Mm-hmm.
And
it don't lie, man. When it's there, it's there. It don't lie.
And allegedly that's what that means. And this box is warm all the time.
Yeah.
It has been since I got
Very
it.
odd. It does emit. That'll be the next thing we do is run maybe a temperature test on it because it does feel like it's been sitting in the sun. Not hot, but just like
It's warm.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Like, it's warm. And when that light goes off, like,
Crazy.
it's intense. And since we brought it upstairs, which honestly, man, I didn't want to come out with that. Like, this is a family heirloom. Like, obviously something was in it. And like I said, I thought there was diamonds in it.
Well, and the big thing too,
No.
when I was
Again,
talking to
I'm gonna say
JB
hold on.
about this, you know, when I ran into it, I'm like, okay, here we go. And then I don't want people to go, well, you know, it's
I don't like
some kind of a
this. That's my family shit.
right. Well, that and you know, this is not some kind of drummed up. We watched a movie kind of scenario. The second I laid eyes on this, I just had a gut feeling. And
You got mad at me.
Yeah, I did. I did. I told him, why did he bring this up in the initial phase of this so we could have done
Because
this
it's a
thing
family heirloom. It's something you pass down. You don't throw this in the trash because somebody finds it and they're not from your faith. It can destroy your life.
Yeah.
If you're a believer of all this,
that is
this
true.
is not a joke.
No,
You got a rabbi that says, I bless this box and there's some evil shit in there. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Like, yes, did I play around with voodoo? I did. Do I have this box that happened at the same year? I do. If you guys want to see my grandma's obituary, this was passed down to her. And being Jewish, and everybody the stereotypical type that we're diamond geezers, which isn't a lie. His uncle is for sure. Owns a jewelry store. I thought it was full of diamonds. That was fucking wrong, man.
Well,
But to wrap it up, guys, this is our investigative part. I hope you made it to the end of the video.
we appreciate it.
We'd love to see your comments. Sorry, we're on every platform on the web, and my videos have made it across the world, and I appreciate you guys. Believers or
cool.
not, it's been cool.
It has been pretty cool. Man.
We'll let you know. We do have other footage, but I'm gonna let it die down for a little bit because every time I post something, shit goes crazy, and I'm worried about exposing this, and not only what my family's gonna think, but what might happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, according to his tools and all the videos online, that's not good. It's active, and this box glows, and it's warm, and I've had it forever, and I did open it up a while ago, and I saw the weird shit in it. There was no diamonds, and I shut it. And then he flips out on me.
I'm thinking
the hair is a little nuts. Like,
well,
and the tooth, it looks like whoever had that tooth had bad hygiene. Right? It was even soft. Like,
right. Yeah, it wasn't owned by a dentist, that's for sure.
But thanks again to all the supporters. Please
sure, guys,
like,
awesome.
subscribe, and share if you like the content, because we got much more coming. This isn't something that happens in a 24-hour period. This isn't a 3 a.m. challenge. And much love.
We'll
We
be back,
appreciate you
guys. Appreciate you. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Take care.